Oh, well, let me get settled.
Oh my gosh, you gotta
That's okay. It's okay. They understand.
Do y'all understand?
Understand.
Okay.
They understand. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, and welcome to Two Peas and oh no, that's not what we did.
Okay,
That's not-
somebody
here we
is
go.
tired.
I know. I didn't take my nap today.
Somebody's tired and somebody else is tired too.
Okay, let's try it again. 5. Oh, that wasn't even 5. 5. I'm doing the Janet Jackson one. 5, 4, 3. What she do? 3, 2, 1. Hi,
I'm Tira.
and I'm Missy, and welcome to Two Peas and a Podcast. And the crowd went wild.
Yes,
Hey.
it did. So,
Welcome to another episode.
yes.
I like how we're kind of coordinated today.
Coordinate.
You have a pink.
Coordinate.
And I have a pink lipstick. I'm tired, y'all.
Okay.
I actually went to the office today, so I didn't get to take my
I did too.
my mid-morning nap and my afternoon nap.
Yeah, I did too. And I could not. I was so tired today that I could not focus at all.
Why were you tired?
So, I don't know why. My body is just tired.
I know why. I know why.
I'm old.
It's not about being old. It's about running yourself. You don't allow time for you. But that's not the topic for today.
I do that. I do
Yeah.
that a lot.
I recognize it. I recognize it in me. I'm not running for people per se. It's like partying, which at this age I should be over that. I should be over it, but
I don't know. The pandemic has really taught me to enjoy staying home.
I enjoy staying home, but I think I stay home so much that when the opportunity presents itself to get out, I seize the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a birthday. So,
Well,
you know how that go.
Well, I'm tired, and I don't know why. You said it's because I've been running myself. It could be that too. But I did go to bed at a decent hour last night, so I
Do you have sleep apnea?
No.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. I don't have sleep apnea. I have.
Do you snore?
According to Kamari, I do.
You might have sleep apnea.
No, I don't.
How you know you sleep?
Because
The signs are that you're tired, fatigued, headaches.
I didn't say I had a headache. I said I'm
No,
sleepy.
you be saying you be having headaches sometimes.
Oh, that would be because of sinuses.
Or it could be sleep apnea.
Well,
Get a test. You know you like going to the doctors. Go
no, I think I did something before.
A sleep study.
No, I didn't. No, they want me to come in and go to sleep. I don't have that. I don't think that's it.
Hold it. Somebody told you to come in.
My doctor was asking me, was saying, well, maybe we should go and get you.
Exactly. She got sleep apnea.
I ain't got no daggone sleep apnea.
Everybody got it. I certainly got it.
I don't have it.
You just don't want to wear it.
I don't have it. Kamari tells me when I'm really tired. He knows when I'm really, really tired. He said because I snore when I'm really, really tired.
That's what all snorers say.
No, I'm not. I'm saying what he said.
I want to throw some people out there, but I'm not going to do that to y'all.
Don't do it. Don't throw nobody out there. And stop trying to put your ailments on me. I don't have that.
I'm just telling you, if you went to sleep last night and you went to sleep at a decent hour and you slept all night and then got up and went to work and you're still tired.
I went to sleep at 11. Well, I got into bed at 11.
Oh, that's not
I woke up at 5.
I don't understand that.
What?
Hold on, what we supposed to be talking about today? I forgot. We discussed 2 things.
We're talking about today's topic is changing careers.
Oh, okay.
After a certain age.
Okay, yeah, okay. So let's get some housekeeping out the way. We need you to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, please.
Please tune into our live chat at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays on YouTube.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun if both of us remember to come in.
Hey.
But she had a good excuse last week, so I ain't gonna bust her balls.
Yeah.
As my Italian brothers say.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Yeah, because Layla popped into this world, so I had to take care of her parents. So.
That's going to be another topic.
Oh, yes, that's the name, everyone.
Oh, that's right.
Layla Monet Wiggins. And she's named Monet after her mom.
Why didn't you name Best Buddy after her?
Because, first of all, she didn't even know that, in her mind, girls can be named after their moms. What? So the Monet thing really came from me, because I kept saying, you should name her middle name Monet. Whatever y'all name her, her middle name should be Monet. I said, that way, Khalil has one named after him, and you'll have one named after you. And she was like, you can't name girls. I said, you can name girls whatever you want to name. If you want to name your daughter, your complete name.
Y'all ain't want to name nobody Champagne?
No. They didn't want that. She wanted,
I
said Monet, because I thought that Monet was,
Monet Champagne.
Because she going to be like Monet Tejada.
Okay.
They Tejada, wicked with it. Yeah, she is.
Or she may dance like Monet.
No, she's not going to dance like Monet Tejada. No, she's not going to dance like her.
Okay, so the topic for today. Okay, so some background for me. I've been at my job, it'll be 22 years in July. And I just applied for a position outside of, I would be separating employment and going to another employer, which is my grand, I have a grand plan for retirement. And this is a part of it, but I'm a little like, Missy, you sure you want to do that? And you actually did it. You want to tell a little bit about your story?
I did. I changed careers, completely changed careers 2.5 years ago. Was in HR for over 14 years, I believe. More than 14, if you think of all that different aspects and realms of it, because I've touched on a lot of different areas of HR. But I ended up just doing a whole total different change, which came with a lot of challenges, still going through a lot of challenges with it. But I'm glad I did it. It's a little weird because I kind of feel like I'm at an age where I should be kind of cruising through work, but I'm hustling and busting all, it's like I'm starting all over from scratch.
Which you basically are.
Right. So I face challenges almost like every day. One of the challenges today, I couldn't focus. I'm so tired, I couldn't focus. Now, if I was in my old field, I could just kind of like cruise through whatever the work was, but I could not focus today at all.
Because right now we're in the same line of work. So I can understand when, after reviewing a document and you like on the 10th page and you like, this is over. I just close the case up and go to another case. Something that's a little more juicy. Something that, is a little messy and intrigues me.
Today, no cases held my attention. I even tried to look at, don't tell nobody, I even tried to watch, some stuff on my phone, YouTube, something. I just couldn't do it. I was just like, the only thing I could think of was, I want to go home and go to sleep. I need a nap.
Right, and then you thought, Dad, I got to tape the show tonight.
No, and it wasn't even that. What I'm thinking, because, and this is the weird thing about me. I get off at 3:30. 3:15, out of nowhere, I get this energy. I start doing stuff with work, and then I'm like, oh man, I want to do, maybe if I hurry up and do, now I'm in the mood to work. So my mind is going, and then I also have this guilt thing with me. So I'm thinking, I have my alarm set to work tonight. at 9:30. I'm gonna do my investigative plan tonight.
Okay, so
I didn't do anything today, and
it be that way sometimes. You know, I don't feel guilty about it, cause some nights
I feel and questions for case.
No,
I have my alarm set to work tonight.
I mean, cause we both work for the government, and the government generally gets more work out of their employees than we are actually compensated for. So on these days that you don't do any work, I'm not saying personally for me that is true, but I'm just saying general. But who cares? You just ain't do it today. Get it tomorrow.
Well, I feel like today was a total wash. I feel like yesterday was halfway wash. I haven't made progress. I
did a lot today.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
I do a lot every day though, so I don't know.
So yeah, so that's why I decided to, and plus I have to have a new manager, and I gotta produce something by tomorrow morning. So that's like one of the things as a person of a particular age going to a new job after you've been at a job for a long time is, you know, getting a new supervisor or manager. And I just am a firm believer in, as a subordinate employee, I have to train my supervisor to supervise me. And it's been working out for me. It does. I want to share a story. I wonder if my old supervisor even watched the podcast. She might watch it, but okay. So when one of my old supervisors started working, right? Because I am not the poster child for time and attendance. Let's just get that out there. I'm just not, and I have to own it. I know it, and boom. So I was getting this new supervisor, so I was like, okay, it's Monday. She's starting today. Let me get to work on time. I'm not going to say what the time is because I don't think nobody in my office knows what time I'm supposed to get to work. So ain't no sense in throwing a number out there and now all of a sudden they expect me to be there. Don't say nothing.
Right. So there's a certain time that I'm supposed to be at work. I never get there. I get there in time to... at that time, I was doing interviews, and my first interview was at 9:30 every morning. As long as I was there by 9:30, I was good. You know what I'm saying? So she was starting, and I was like, "Oh, let me try to get to work on my regular time." Then something said, "Missy, no. Stay true to yourself." Which is any time before 9:30. Come at your regular time. You have to let her know. See, if I started coming early and then started flaking, going back to my regular time, she would be like, hold on, what's going on here?
That's true. That is true.
And I've had 7 supervisors. I counted the other day. 7 supervisors at my job since I've been there. And I think the trick is to really making friends with your supervisor. You have to develop a rapport with your supervisor, which at a particular age, that might be difficult because you over the BS. You like, I'm almost 60 years old. I ain't got time. You know that's what you saying now.
Yeah, I don't know why you almost 60 and you just turned 50, but I digress.
You're almost 60 now. You don't feel like dealing with nobody's, especially, and now our supervisor most likely younger than us.
Yeah. Well, not mine.
Oh, yours not? Okay. Mine is a couple of years younger than me, my current one. But, yeah, they might be in their 30s, which is a child to me. And one of my supervisors he was a lot younger than me. I didn't particularly care for him. And I have a motto. If I can't. If you can't get along with me, something's wrong with you. And this is, I mean, that sounds a little weird, but if you know me, especially at work, I love everybody. Yeah. You know, I'm in everybody's business. I know when your children are born. When the kids come, I give them a little dollar. I hug everybody. If I see somebody down, I'll go to them. I'm like, you okay? Have a good weekend. Tell me about it. Mm-hmm. You know, that type of thing. Mm-hmm. This Joker, I told him during our performance review, he was like, well, do you have anything to say? Because he used to keep his office a complete mess. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, number one, you need to clean this up. I told him, I said, because at any time, our boss is a councilman, the mayor, anybody can walk in and you got potato chip bags and soda cans all over the place. I said, clean this up. This needs to be cleaned up. This is chaotic. And then I kind of heard. He didn't say nothing because it was the truth.
What did he look at you like?
He looked at me like, Mommy, I'm sorry. Because I was older than him, right? Okay. You got to train him. And then I told him, I heard that he, had made comments like that, I wasn't particularly nice to him. Oh. So I like to address that when I don't talk to people, I usually put them on notice because I just want them to know. I like to clear the air, So I told him, I said, I know that you had some concerns about me interacting with you because I would come in on Mondays and he would go, hi, Melissa. And I'll go, hi. And he would say, how was your weekend? I said, fine. And just very dry. Then the other manager that sits next to him would say, hey, Queen B. I'll be like, hey. He was like, how was your weekend? I was like, oh, I went to New York. I did this. I did. But this is what I told him. I told him that his person, I said, in my real life, if I see a pit bull, I do not go up to it. Mm-hmm. I manage my interactions with pit bulls just because I don't know. I said, here, you are a pit bull to me. I said, I have to manage my interactions with you. I said, so that's why I keep our conversations strictly to the point and business at hand. Mm-hmm. And what can he say to that? He couldn't say nothing to that. Because he did some little slick stuff, and I shared with him what he did, which is why I thought he, was a pit bull. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah. I've had my share of difficult managers.
Managers that have their share of a difficult employee.
I'm really not a difficult employee. I'm really not. Well, I might be. I'll say this. I think I might be, but only if you make me. But one thing I will tell you, but that I can say is I'm a loyal employee. I'm a dedicated employee.
That's true. You're punctual.
Yes. Yeah. Let me tell you. Speaking of punctual,
you don't take off from work.
I don't take off unless I absolutely have to take off from work. And
does that make you happy though? At the end of the day,
it doesn't make me not happy. I don't even.
Oh, that would be miserable if I lived like that.
No, because let me tell you, even though I am these things and punctual, the one time that you're not, to have somebody call you out on that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Last week, the one day that I didn't get in there, you mean to tell me that tells me that you guys are watching me because the one day I don't make it in there on time, you have to call me.
I blame you for that.
Why? For coming to work on time?
I blame you for coming to work at all because I had told you to look into getting your paid family leave and you would have been at home. That's what I. I'll give you the answers. No, let me not
What,
tell
so what
people.
would happen if I was to do that, and then down the road something happens, and I need to do
You
it?
get 8 weeks. 8 weeks. You're not taking a whole 8 weeks off. All you needed was a week.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
that's what it's for.
I was late because I had to take when my granddaughter was born. I was on grandma duty, and so I had to take my granddaughter to school. And my boss is working from home, so I'm thinking, well, you know what? When I get to work, I'll work through lunch, and make it work, make up that little bit of time. And the one time that I was late, she calls me.
Gotcha.
And said, yeah. And says, well, what are your hours? Because such and such said she came by your office and your office was dark. And I don't know what your hours are. Well, when we've already discussed my hours.
Right.
So you know what my hours are. Well, I was late. And I don't have a problem with making up my time. If you won't let me make up the time, then you can I'll take leave. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
Well, no, I'm not saying you have to do all of that. I just want to know because she wasn't there. And if you're going to be late, just call me and let me know you're going to be late.
But in a sense, that is reasonable.
It's reasonable. I don't like.
But at your age, you're thinking, see, that is the problem.
Yeah,
that is the problem. At our age, it's like, well, who are you to parent me?
Right, and not only that, don't hold me to a certain standard when you don't do it yourself.
But you can't say that.
I can't. That's why I didn't say it. But in my mind, this is what I'm thinking.
But you need to reprogram your mind because
this is what I'm thinking in my mind. You tell me, I'm an early bird and I get here at this time every day, and when I'm getting here at that time and before that time that you claim to be getting there, and I don't see you here, and I'm walking through, and now I'm doing she says she coming in this time, but she ain't here.
Right,
where you at?
But your look don't carry the same weight.
Well, I know this, but that just
you got to reprogram.
And again, I'm too old for this. Leave me alone. I'm not doing nothing. I do my work.
F-bomb.
I'm sorry. I do my work.
Right.
I'm a good employee. Leave me alone. Let me be. It's a change. Not only did I have to go through the job change and still learning, learning a new job, number one. Now I have a new manager. So I'm learning a new job all over again because I got to learn her way of doing things because she comes in and pretty much everything that we've been doing for all these years is not the right way in her eyes. So now I got to adjust to that. And I'm like, I'm tired. I'm old. You older than me. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
leave me alone. Let's do the work. Let's come to work. Let's do the work. And you have tainted the relationship by basically yelling at me on a lot of occasions. So
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about that quick little comeback I had that day that made you laugh. It made you laugh.
But yes. So if these are things to think about.
It really is.
Thinking about changing careers at Adeline. Now I'm not discouraging anybody from it because to me it was the best thing for me. It still is the best thing for me. I'm about to change career again.
Well, the good thing about what my plan is I'm still in the same field. So I would be doing. I would have if God blessed me with the job. I would have less work and not as many laws that I have to even, enforce. So it would be, I have a plan that I want to retire from my current job now, and then I want to go to another job, work there about 10 years, retire from there, and then move to Florida and let my money just work for me. I have a plan, honey.
Speaking of, remind me to ask you something about what do we have? We don't have a 401k.
We have a 401A or B or something where they contribute, and we can have
I need
hold it, learning lesson. And if any young people there, please contribute to your 401k or A or whatever it is. The
457.
Whatever it is, yes.
That's
She's the HR person. She knows.
Yeah.
I've been for DC Gov. Well, I didn't want to say where I worked at, but I've been working for my job for 22 years, and I've only been putting into my retirement for the past 2 years. Girl, so
how that happen?
Cause I was like, oh, I got a lot of money in my retirement fund. I don't need to put nothing. Then I really looked at it. I was like, yeah, why didn't you just put like a couple of $100? If I put $200 in that in my thing each pay period, right now I have over $100,000.
Well, how does that work? I thought you
don't. It's not mandatory that you do make your own contribution. We have one where only our job pays into our retirement. So
yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about, because I don't see my numbers going up. And I've been doing that for 2.5 years, and then
well, you're not even vested yet.
What you mean?
Like if you separate employment, you don't get to take your retirement with you. I think it's either 3 or 5. It used to be 5 years, but then I think it brought it down to 3 years. This is what they put in. Now, if you're putting something in yourself,
okay, yeah,
you get to take that.
Yeah, okay, I'm about to say, because I done rolled over and everything. They gonna give me my money.
Oh, you rolled yours over? Mm-hmm. You ain't keep it right there?
I rolled mine over. Now, here's the thing. When I was in...
Educate the people.
When I was in training, this guy was saying that, I can't say this. I can't say this on here because no. I need to look into some things because whatever it is.
What is this?
Those are my sticky notes.
Don't you have notes in your phone that you can just put notes in your phone?
I don't have time for all of that.
Now you got sticky
notes. If I think
notes.
of something, I gotta write it down real quick. Got 1 million notes already in there. Doctor from NKJ.
Why? Hold it. Why is this on here?
Because
he's a grown man.
Man,
that's quiet. Another topic.
Be quiet, man. She's trying to get me
to survive the night.
I suppose I ain't getting no call saying that he was dead.
I was getting on her yesterday because she's a mother hen. And let these chickens and little roosters cock-a-doodle-doo on their own. And she's also, it was a hypochondriac. Yeah, she's that too.
I forced my nephew to go to the doctor because something bit him on his hand.
How do you know? Do you know something bit, or was his hand just swollen?
No, something bit him.
You saw a bite?
I didn't look. I mean, I saw his hand was red and swollen. So how did that happen?
We don't know. It could be anything.
He woke up, his hand was red and swollen.
Okay.
So
but no
we took it that it was probably a spider bite. Mm-hmm. And so I told him, I said, do you want me to take you to the doctor? And he said, no, I'm going to be good. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take a Benadryl and put some ice on it. I said, okay. I said, I'm going to call you tomorrow. If your hand is still swollen and it's not any better, I'm taking you to the doctor. And he said, okay. I texted him. He said, the swelling went down some, but it's still, it's still there, it's still red. My hand still feel funny. Get dressed. I'm coming to take you to the doctor. So we get all the way there. He don't want to wait. He goes in. He don't want to wait. He comes out and leaves. I said, what they say? He said, I ain't seen him. They ain't never come back, and I don't feel like waiting no more. Sidebar. I'm on the phone with my son, and I'm like, he's like, where you at? What you doing, Mom? Oh, I'm at the doctor with Tommy. He says, You forced him to go to the doctor, didn't you? And then he started laughing, and I said, yeah, pretty much.
I told you be putting the pressure on yourself.
I do. But I did not want anything to happen to him.
He is a man.
If you have insurance, use it, Dad.
But he is a man. He can figure out. He's not dumb. He can know if his hand can ready fall off or not. Let him be a man. That's what we need to learn. That's 2 topics in one show. What is it? Kicking the eaglet out of the nest. That's number 1. And women raising men. Those are 2 things.
It's hard for us women with raising men because we don't know how to let go.
Right. No, I learned.
Well,
and
you're really
good. And I told Pooh.
And she's been trying to teach me all these years.
I told Pooh, I'm sorry. You ain't going to get the same treatment that your 2 older ones got. Baby.
Yeah.
Honey, mommy. I see the little meme that say, I'm not kicking my child out at 18. I'm not going to necessarily kick him out at 18, but it needs to be some direction and some focus, or else you will be kicked out and I will sleep like a little lamb. Because I'm going to give you the game plan. I'm going to give you the resources. I'm going to give you the tools for success. Mm-hmm. And if you choose to do your own thing, you're going to do it right over there.
And that has to do with your upbringing, because didn't your mom rear y'all, in that manner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother wasn't playing. I told y'all I told my mother when I was pregnant, the first time I told my mother, I said, oh, they got this thing called the welfare. Because she said, what you want to do? I said, because I'm like 19, 20. I said, oh, they got this thing called the welfare. They give you money. They give you an apartment. And you get food stamps. I'm educating my mother on the social service circuit, okay? Mama said, you will not. She said, your father and I will take care of you and your child for 6 months. And at the end of that 6 months, you will get a job and you will take care of your family. And in Grand Missy style, 6 months down to the day. I started working at the flower shop. Angie, my bestest, got me that job, honey. I called. I said, girl, mommy gonna kick me out this house. Me and the baby, I ain't got no job. She gonna kick me out the house. Angie said, let me talk to my boss to see if he'll hire you. And I ended up working at the flower shop off and on for about 10 years.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah. I'm once I'm comfortable, I kind of stay where I am. I don't do a lot of job changing. I don't move. Mm-hmm. I'm not a professional mover. And
well, you know what?
And now when I get to places, like, I know for people who follow me on Facebook, y'all see I'm out all the time, but I ain't out doing nothing but as soon as I walk through the door, I find a chair, I sit down, and I do this for the rest of the day. I don't even dance no more. If I dance, I only give them 30 seconds, and then I'm right back.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Just the thought of changing jobs, because I like to vacation. My job is used to how I vacation. When they know basically they know every January I'm gone. Mm-hmm. And they know anytime I say I'm gone, I'm gone.
Yeah.
If I go somewhere else, they might like, oh, we have to approve your leave, and I ain't about that life.
I'll say, with this job change, the one thing that I get, I had a big culture shock with it, with everything, like, why am I walking up in here with these heels on and suits and stuff? That was a shocker to me. I'm used to dressing like that every day. But the other thing is with regards to
hold it, and I feel just took the dressing at my job and just took it to an all-time low. I really do.
With you mentioning about taking leave and vacationing and things like that, that's different because I would never feel too that comfortable with taking off.
Oh, I used to hate your old job. You and your overtime, that fake overtime all the time. Oh, it wasn't fake. I mean, no, it wasn't fake. I just be saying it's fake because you would really be at work working overtime, and I'm like, we got plans. Oh, I gotta work overtime.
But not only
I said,
that,
we gotta find you a job where you ain't gotta work no daggone overtime.
With me being off, taking off, and getting called on my day off, and when I had surgery, it was like this big old to do about my office key because they allegedly needed to get into my office and stuff. But for what? There's nothing in there for you. So now, when I'm off, and don't nobody call me, don't nobody bother me. I like that part.
It's rules.
I like that part. They don't call me. I'm off, and that's just that. But
yeah.
Like
sometimes
that.
I'm one. What I really need to do is talk to a financial advisor.
I actually said I was going to do that.
And we actually have a friend who is a financial. She actually works for the retirement company that's with our job.
That's who I need to talk to because I don't see no growth there, and I don't like it.
Well, that's because the stocks have been dropping. Our thing is with the stocks. So sometimes don't look at it. Hold it. Time out. Are you checking yours like every week?
Mm-mm.
Every month?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm not even checking like that, but something just said to me the other day, check and see, and then I saw that it was like an arrow going down, and I said, what the bleed?
No, it doesn't. I remember one time mine went like, in my fund, maybe it was like 100,000 and it went down to 70.
Well, here's my
question. But you can't think about that. You just gotta let it sit there and let it ride.
How do I take my money out while it's up? So I do want to talk to them about that.
You're making a contribution, right?
Yeah.
You can take that money out anytime you want to.
Yeah,
but the DC, the employer's contribution one, you can't touch that until you retire or separate employment after you're vested.
Okay.
And I think the vested period is either 3. You want a post to know so you can stick it back here?
I'll put it in my I'm putting it on my. I make it set an alarm. Set an alarm.
That's when you know you old. You setting alarms for stuff like that.
Setting an alarm. Check.
It used to be 5 years.
Check retirement. Vested.
I'll tell you who the person is. You know her.
I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Do they like me?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think so, because I gotta watch you and your friends. They shady. They don't be liking me.
My friends are lovable.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say they weren't lovable. I didn't say that. I said they don't be liking me. I just,
That's a mean statement.
You think it is? I don't think so. Because if they did, then nothing. Never mind.
That's another topic.
Yeah. That's another topic.
Oh, we got so many little subtopics going on here. Yeah, so that's the scary part. But I was proud of myself for finishing the application because I can be a bit of a procrastinator. So, and I saw that they sent me the email saying that the position was closed. So we'll just see. I'm not rushing it because I still have a good 12 years that I have to work before I can really retire. So
when it's gonna retire. I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be selling coconuts on the beach.
You go right ahead.
That's fine.
You go right ahead.
If I can't find me a rich husband.
No, that's why. Look, if my plan goes into effect correctly, I get a retirement check from my current employer. I get a retirement check from my new employer, and I get my Social Security. That's 3 checks. Then I have I can sell my condo. My condo already has a lot of equity in it. I had a lot of equity in it the day that's my ice maker. I had a lot of equity in it the day I signed, the day I went to settlement.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have equity. So and then my parents, and so I think I'm gonna be in a good position, and that's why I'm moving to Florida with no income tax, and my money is gonna go, and I'm gonna have.
Did you tell me that about the income tax in Florida?
No, but that's why
no
O.J.
taxes?
Simpson moved it. Maybe I'll meet. I don't
Who
think I'm
did I
gonna
just talk to about that? Did we just talk about that?
I don't think so. Maybe Dana. Hey,
No,
Dana.
it wasn't Dana. Maybe it was Bill.
Maybe.
I literally just had this conversation with somebody, like day before yesterday about Florida and no taxes. Are you sure it wasn't you?
I'm sure it wasn't me.
Okay. Because I was talking about, it was Bay. Because I was talking about Valerie moving to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying, why did everybody move to Florida? And she said, now I found out why everybody moved to Florida, because they don't pay taxes.
Yep.
So that means you ain't going to get a refund.
Well, I don't care about no. I ain't getting one now. As long as I don't have to owe. But no, I'm also moving.
Don't bring up O.
I'm also moving to Florida because I want to be near a cruise port, because I plan to cruise 2 weeks out of the month and stay home for 2 weeks. So,
Are we still gonna open up our little restaurant? Remember we said we
I
gonna
don't know. We gotta see. I gotta see how the money running. I gotta see how right now. If it was up to me to run a restaurant, it would go under, because I gotta take my morning nap and my afternoon nap. I ain't gonna be Big Ange. Sorry.
It was a good restaurant too.
It was gonna be like a Big Ange, a neighborhood,
Was it?
a bar.
Was it?
I guess. I know who was cooking.
Shit, probably. I don't know.
All we need is a bar and a bartender.
I cook.
There you go, setting yourself up. Go ahead.
Well, who gonna bartender?
Honey, hello.
Okay, when you gonna 10 bars, somebody gotta make some wings. People gonna want some wings with the wine.
Girl, go to KFC or somewhere.
No, we ain't getting nobody no KFC
Get somebody fried
We're
up.
gonna have some tantalizing Tyra wings. Tyra's tantalizing wings. Tyra wizardly wings.
Well, Missy just gonna get you drunk. But I really have, even though it appears that I drink a lot, I really don't drink a lot. I'm just around people who drink a lot.
Yeah.
For Super Bowl, I poured me 1 cup. That 1 cup lasts the whole night, the entire game.
I didn't drink anything on Super Bowl. I think I'm back off the wagon because I ain't been drinking. No, I'm lying. I'm absolutely lying. I have drank some wine.
Okay. Well, that's all you drink anyway. You don't drink nothing else.
Yeah, no. I don't have no liquor.
Super Bowl.
Oh yes, Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, let's hold it. Let's do some acknowledgments first.
Who we acknowledging? They didn't win.
Time out. We have to make some acknowledgments because this is
halftime show.
We gonna talk about it.
Can I get up a crib walk that I don't know how to do? Okay.
Right, exactly. So here's a praise report that I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this young man because, and the young man's name is Antoine Brooks Jr. He attended Duval High School. He played football with my nephew Alderique Mallory. Remember that name?
Hey, Alderique! Woo! He's such a good person.
Yes. They played football together, and Antoine was really, really good. And then his senior year, he broke his ankle. It was a bad break. It was Duval against Wise, and they broke his ankle. All these offers.
Antoine, that name sound familiar. I think Tamika don't know him.
Okay. So Antoine had all these offers for college, and then all of a sudden the offers disappeared.
Who was that? Who?
And while
Who's that connection? I know that name and that person.
Okay.
Tamika is really good friends with them.
Okay.
Okay.
So all the colleges withdrew their offers. You know, they just disappeared because now he injured. While he's still in a cast, won't God do it? University of Maryland gave him an offer. He go to University of Maryland. You know, his family gets to go to the games. This is a real good situation. And then his senior year was the year that the young man died at Maryland. So there was a blemish on his senior year. Football, University of Maryland. But he was drafted by the Steelers last year.
Okay.
Right? So, you know, he's a rookie. When you're a rookie, you don't get no play. You don't get no playing time. You don't get no playing time. Really. So it's just an honor to be drafted and to say I have been, you know, picked up by an NFL team. Well, this year the Steelers dropped him. Right? Mm-hmm. And guess who picked him up?
The Rams.
The LA Rams.
Oh,
so that baby got a Super Bowl ring. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. That is what I am talking about. So I'm so happy for his mommy, Keisha, his father, Antoine Sr., his brother, his little sisters, especially the little redhead one. I love her. Just the whole family, and especially Antoine and all of his coaches and former coaches.
Wait, did you say Steelers? He played for the Steelers?
He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But they dropped him.
It might be Ty's nephew.
It might be.
I think it might be Ty's nephew.
Okay. It might be. Yeah. So the second, you know, highlight. So we gave kudos to Antoine. Second highlight. Did you see in the introductions, you know how when they put the player's face up there, he said, my name is Mean Joe Green and I'm from such and such.
Okay.
Okay. So most times the player will say his college. During the Super Bowl, a lot of them were saying their high school. And guess whose high school was mentioned? He said, my name is Isaiah Prince from Eleanor Roosevelt High School.
Ty's nephew. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Well, thank you doing the show. I'm glad.
I knew I wasn't tripping. I
didn't think he was tripping.
Okay. But I knew the name.
See how you put the press on yourself?
I do that. But I knew that, and it was going to keep egging at me. That's how I knew.
Okay.
I knew that. That was Ty. That's Ty's nephew. Hey, Ty, your nephew won. Got the Super Bowl. Here's your nephew. If he can give me some money so I can play awesome.
This girl is crazy. So, as I was saying, the guy said, my name is Isaiah Prince from Eleanor Roosevelt High School. And he didn't go to no shabby college. Like he went to Ohio State.
And Prince. That last name Prince. We went to school with Dana Prince and Alan Prince.
Alan Prince, yeah.
Maybe he's related.
Maybe. I didn't do the research.
He's related. Hey.
But he big up his high school. The best high school in the whole wide world.
Yes, it is. It's one thing we can always agree on.
So I just thought that those were two highlights. And then there were other people, a lot of people from the DMV who were playing.
Who played for the Bengals. Mm-hmm. It was like 4 people from the DMV.
Yeah, so kudos to them.
They made it. That was good.
Yeah, I am so, like, your child, my child played football since they were 4 or 5 years old. Mm-hmm. And had they continued, you know, that's your whole life you've been doing something, not getting paid, not getting compensated. Yeah. So when they finally make it and they're getting whatever coins they get, I applaud them. Every professional athlete should be a millionaire because they have worked their butts off their entire lives. So at first I used to say athletes make too much money, but now I don't think it that way.
Heck no, because all that money that them parents put out for all them daggone football trips and hotels,
yes, and special mouthpieces and. Oh, I need mommy. Can you please go to Modell's and give me some white tights because we wearing whites today.
I don't need that, girl. Don't bring out them mouthpieces. You buy them things and they lose them, and then you give them another and they lose them, and then this one over here don't have a mouthpiece, and you gotta give. So I'm buying a mouthpiece for the team.
Right.
Remember when y'all used to say, you spend a lot of money on the team as a team mom?
You really do.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
I'm sure you compensated somehow.
And the love.
Amen. That's what I was referring to.
Oh, with the love from the little boy. And I love the kids. Oh, I love them boys. When I see them boys now, and they all grown up, girl, my heart just melt. I be ready to cry.
Oh.
I feel so emotional because I'm like, those are my babies.
Oh, great. So, what do you really want to talk about?
The halftime show. That halftime show was all of it, and I don't care about those who didn't think it was. Now, one thing that stuck out to me with that halftime show, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is a billionaire.
And was looking good.
Dr. Dre looked good because I was worried about him because he had lost a lot of weight at one point.
He looked
so
good.
I'm glad he picked up the weight and he looked a lot better. But this is something that kind of stuck out to me. And something that, because I'm trying to develop this new mentality. Dr. Dre, being the billionaire that he is, was up there, all black. Dr. Dre did not have on one stitch of jewelry. He just looked like a regular person. He's a billionaire. That's that mentality that you get. Because remember, back in the day, I don't know, he might still do, but, you know, that he would have been all gold chain, decked out, you know, diamond, this, that, and the other. And I don't know, maybe he can't afford that because the white took half that money. But I know he still got it. That's that mentality that the rich people have. Them rich people can look like you be standing next to a millionaire and you don't even know it because they do not flaunt it. I applaud you, Dr. Dre, for looking like a regular person. And when we all know that you could have been decked to kill.
And them black pants he had on probably was like $300,000.
Well, I'm certain that the clothes, you know,
he
were probably name brand or something, or whatever. But I just, you know, I liked his appearance. He wasn't.
But has he ever really been gaudy? He's never really been gaudy. And you know, the West Coast guys, that was a New York thing, and I think that has a lot to do with a lot of New Yorkers being West Indian. You know, West Indians love their jewelry. Well, but the West Coast guys never wore a lot of jewelry. They was wearing prison uniforms.
Well, shoot, Snoop Dogg would wear a chain or two or whatever. He wear diamonds and stuff. So, but no, that was one thing that I liked. I did enjoy that. I enjoyed the whole performance all the way through. Y'all don't know, but I love Eminem. He got stuff. I love Eminem. Eminem is Eminem.
I think the reason why so many people, because I was seeing the debate on, Facebook. I don't know how you can say this is the best show when there was Michael Jackson and Prince and blah, 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 blah. But what I was saying is, I think this halftime show was so relatable to us as a culture, in our age range. Like that was our prime time. So like when Blake Shelton get up there, and I love Blake, but I really don't relate to Blake. I love J-Lo, but I'm not a big J-Lo fan. Yeah. Beyonce was okay. I don't want the Beehive to come to me because let the record show I am, after Lil' Kim, the original Queen Bee. Don't get your feelings hurt. This might make us go viral.
I think this halftime show was so good because it came at a time where we really needed it. Us as a culture, we needed this.
Right. And somebody has said, was it you? Why did Mary J do a slow song?
Yeah.
But I saw other people say that on Facebook too. And I had said that I thought it was an excellent song choice because this is the biggest stage that she will probably ever be on. Because it's not just about the U.S., it's all over the world. And she told the whole world, no more drama. The world is in turmoil. And her message was no more drama. And I love that.
I didn't. I mean, I like the performance, but I felt like she could have picked something else to sing.
Well, she had not a million. She had hundreds and hundreds of songs.
Well, she got a lot she could have picked.
Right.
Why didn't she pick up something else?
Because I think the message had to be the centerpiece of the performance, and not about us just getting up and shaking our booty and feeling happy. The message was no more drama. I'm tired of all this drama.
Well, she could have reminisced about things being better, and she could have just sung Reminisce. She could have sung something about some real love. We all need real love in our life. She could have sung real love. But you get up there and you want to be... No offense, I love Mary. I think I might have been one of the first Mary fans, because my cousins and them, they call me Little Mary J. But I just felt like I felt like she could have picked a different song. It flowed, it went with it, but I felt like she could have picked a different song.
Well, what song you think she could have picked?
I said Real Love, Reminisce, something from back in the day.
Real Love.
She could have did one of those, but I think she liked to do all of that, the screaming part. Moving off of Mary. Mary looked good.
We said,
of course,
the body was banging.
Mary looks good. I love Mary. I just felt like she could have did something else, something a little bit more happier,
But we got enough happy. We need no more drama. We need to just let the world know. No,
you can never have enough
drama.
Happy.
No, we had happy. Like, I don't know what people... Well, hold it. People was talking about 50 Cent, talking about he was fat. And I was one of the people, too. Because they was like, who is that? I said, I don't know. I thought it was Rod Wave. For y'all older people don't even know who Rod Wave is. I know because I'm here. So I was like, that's Rod Wave because he's fat. And somebody said, no, that's 50 Cent. I said fat like that, but upside down he was fat. When he turned, got on his feet.
He was still fat.
50 built. 50 looked good. That's that New York. That's that New York build. But you gotta look at the waistline and the stomach.
That 50 has money weight on him. When you get money, you gain all of that weight. And you think you all that, and between that and him and bullying everybody,
He's a Cancer. He don't bully people.
Yes, he is.
He just shares.
Cancers are bullies too.
He just shares his ideas.
No, he bullies people. He's a bully. And then he got money, whatever. Give him a couple of years, he'll realize he need to lose some weight, and he'll come down. But also and I hate to defend him, but also in his defense, everybody has gained some weight, except for Snoop Dogg. Now.
Snoop has gained weight.
Well, yeah, he has gained weight, but he's still skinny.
Right?
He's still slim. But, yeah. So
I was checking Snoop out. Snoop had a little butt going on back there. Just a little. He got butt, but no good.
Watch it, Shantae. Don't play that mess. Listen.
I don't want to.
I had no idea. I should say deal. I had no idea. IDEA.
L.
No. I had no idea that Kendrick Lamar was so short. And I'm not short shaming you, Kendrick, because I'm short as well. But I didn't know that he was that short. But his performance, that joint was lit.
I gotta go back and look at his performance because I wasn't too impressed at the time.
What? Oh, no, I like this performance.
I was at a party, so I couldn't get a full.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that joint. That joint was, hey, he was like, we gonna be all right.
So, did you see the figure of the person at the end? We were at the party and people were saying there was supposed to have been a hologram of Tupac in the halftime performance. And at the very end of the performance, there's a man standing over SoFi. And we were trying to see was that supposed to have been the hologram of Tupac?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's at the very end.
Oh.
And he stepped, but it looked like Dr. Dre.
That's all I saw was Dr. Dre at the end.
So I think it was supposed to have been a hologram of Tupac.
Tupac Dre?
Well, it looked like Dr. Dre to me, but I think it's supposed to have been
Dr. Tupac.
So yeah, so I actually enjoyed the game. It was a good game. At the party I was at, we played TV commercial bingo, which had us focused like crazy.
What's
I won
TV
twice.
Commercial bingo?
You get it's a bingo card and it has different items on it. And when you see the item on the commercial, you put your bingo chip on. And then when you get bingo, you just holler bingo.
Oh, that's fun.
It was a lot of fun because we was like, usually doing commercials, you watching the commercials and looking, but we were like, and I won twice. So the third time I said, I'm not going to play because I want other people to experience the win.
Which commercial did you like?
Okay, I had two favorite commercials. My number one commercial was the NFL commercial with the players and the grandma and the kids at the house.
Yes, I like that. That was one of mine too.
And then my most original commercial was the commercial that had the QR thing on it, just bouncing and changing colors. So you had to take your phone, do the QR to see what it was.
Oh no, I didn't see that. See that.
They had the QR code.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was nothing but the black screen and then the QR code just kind of floating, changing colors.
Oh, no, I didn't.
So they was like, what's wrong with the TV? I said, no, do it with your picture. And then when I hit my phone and did the picture.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah. I didn't see that. So I like that. I like the one. That was one of my top two, that one. And I'm a Larry David fan. So I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. So that commercial, the Larry David commercial, that was funny. And I also like those Caesar commercials with JB Smooth.
The bet people betting, the betting is it sports betting, right?
Yes.
JB
that
Smooth
one was funny. When he said, "Can one of you football legends or whatever hand me the gravy?" And Peyton went to go hand it. He said, "I said legend." He said, "Thank you, Eli." That was funny. So those were mine. What did Doritos do? Did they do anything? So they're usually on it.
It looks like the Bitcoin things were taken. They had a lot of commercials. And I know that because I was playing bingo and I was waiting for credit card commercials to go on. But overall, I think it was a good show, a good game, entertaining commercials. Even though some of the feedback where I was the commercials weren't as good as they used to be. But
yeah,
it's hard. You gotta be good. But that NFL commercial was fun.
That was funny when they came out of that TV. That was funny. Yes. That was definitely funny. I was a little bit bored with the game, and it could just be that I wasn't really interested because it wasn't any of my teams on there. And when I was trying to cheer for the one team and then the other team had the ball, then I started cheering for them. And I was like, wait a minute, who am I cheering for? And then I was just like, you know what, Tyra?
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. It wasn't like a blowout.
Yeah.
They were going back and forth, and yeah, I guess that's it. Next year, the Commanders will be there. We are trying to plot to go to the Super Bowl. I think it's
the Commanders
2024. I believe it's going to be in Vegas. So we're trying to plot now to go to that.
Oh, you know what else I like too about the halftime? The piano, the whole stage setup.
Oh yeah. Were those different buildings, iconic buildings from something? Did you see the floor was the aerial view of LA?
Oh, was it?
I need to ask. My son lives in LA. I gotta ask him, did he get down with any of the festivities?
Yeah, I like that. And Mary's hair.
Yeah, Mary's hair been looking good. It's been looking good here lately. Mary's hair always look good throughout her years.
She does. Yeah, she does have nice hair. So.
Well, I think we've covered covered quite a few things, some potential new topics too, and the jury is still out on, is it just okay to switch careers or switch jobs after, over 15, 20 years there.
I say yes. Just do it.
I'm just kind of nervous. I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah.
So,
I say do it.
I'm going to do it because I want to double dip.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying in general to people, if anybody was hesitant and thinking, I don't think you're ever too old to switch a career. I may be open to another career change myself. Always open to change. I'm also open to being a housewife if anybody wanted to marry me and make me a housewife. I'm open to that too.
Yeah.
So yay! Yes, people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
happy belated Valentine's Day. We're recording today on Side Piece Day. Yeah, I got a greeting and a call today, but I ain't nobody's side piece. They better get this. As Tamar Brackens was like, you better get your life. Get your life.
You ain't nobody 2-piece in the business.
I left home.
So, okay, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, thank you for tuning in.
We look forward to speaking with you. At some point, we're going to figure out how to go live.
No, we're going to go with this.
We're going to go with this.
You couldn't even remember to come in last week. And then you want us to be live.
Hold
up. Time out. You never show up on time. Never.
Well, if we go live, I'll be on time.
I don't believe it. One of her fake alarms.
I got a long set for everything. I got a long set to remind me to watch the TV show.
Lord Jesus, it's a fire. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share it. Share the link on your page. Mm-hmm. We need to get our viewers up. We need to get our subscribers up.
If you have any topics that you think we should
if you have any topics that you want, definitely. Because
talk about it.
I'll talk about it.
I think we should, at some point, we should do it live or we can. Never mind. We'll figure it out. We're going to figure some things out in life.
And in the words of Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah. What was your Busta Rhymes quote?
This thing. We're going to end with this. Oh. No. When you make a choice, make sure you can afford the invoice of that choice.
Like that. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to get it right. No, Drink Champs. Another podcast. If you get a chance, it's a 4-hour interview. Look at it. It was good. He was dropping life jewels. Like, I was so attracted to Busta Rhymes during this interview because he speaks so wise. Oh my gosh. You know how the women say men turn them on because they're intelligent? Mm-hmm. I felt all of that. Oh, what are you doing? She raising up out of her seat.
I love an intelligent man. I love a man with good conversation.
You should watch it.
Intelligent man, good conversation, and somebody who can make me laugh.
He talks and he did it all. So you must like Busta Rhymes. We're gonna have to share him because I really am a Busta Rhymes.
I don't know that I like him like that, but I do like Busta Rhymes.
Wait till you look at the interviews. 4 hours. When you at work tomorrow, just put it on YouTube and let it play.
I'm working from home tomorrow, so I ain't got to worry about dying in the office. I was dragging. Girl, I went and got coffee and everything, and I was just like, this ain't working. I almost slipped and went and got a Mountain Dew, and I was like, Tyra, you said no more sodas. It's just not working. And she got a whole can of Pepsi just sitting here just watching me.
Yeah,
Just
look, and a bottle right there.
Yeah, I said about it. I was like, she only got one left. I ain't gonna ask her for that last one. But she
I went to carry out today.
I'm like, oh.
And they give you a free Pepsi, but I'm like, tea, my half and half.
Girl, this girl tempting the sister
I'm
over
not
here.
gonna give you my Pepsi though.
So, okay, so
we hope you're pleased with the P.E.A.S
in a podcast.
Bye bye. Oh, my back.